Man.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. On this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 3rd and 7. Ritter will set up to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But the numbers for Gibbs from last week: 14 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Rodgers.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
22 yards there, a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers throw going into the hands of Williams.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, he shifts past him, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st down, Ritter.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and short, Ritter.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Rodgers.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Ritter with it after the play fake. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Ritter to throw it. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field goal coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Williams, a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Looking for the out route, he's got his man, it's Mitchell.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
James Mitchell
from 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with a couple of teams that got to know each other in the playoffs the last decade or so. Baltimore in Foxborough to take on New England. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. A touchdown pass there for Kenny Pickett. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On first down, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard. On play action, here's Ritter. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. But now he appears to be in some pain. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So here come the Lions now.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3rd down and 13.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis
analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Touchdown, Detroit! Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Here's Ritter.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's just a snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers going to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Ritter to throw on first down.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
On second down, Ritter. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Giants on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All over going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Fights through it. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Now, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, that uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ritter now. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit back in possession of the football. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 3rd down and 6.
Now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ridder with another throw on 2nd down.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play.
Ridder cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action.